Hi everybody, it's Yaya here, and I just wanted to make a quick video because I'm working on Heartseeker Ashe at the moment, and I just want to say thank you so much for all the really nice comments about how excited you are to see this costume finished. Just want to talk real quick about my process. Basically, I started collecting materials for this costume months ago. As soon as I saw the splash art when the skin was announced, I was like, I gotta make this. This is so cool. It's such a beautiful color combination. Purple and red are some of my favorite colors, especially for costumes, and I love the white hair, and I just think she's just a beautiful character. So because I travel a lot, it's very difficult for me to find time to make costumes. So the way that I work, what I have found works for me is if I have all the materials in my house where I can access it, down to the right thread, to the closures, to absolutely every tiny thing, paint, then I can work on a costume nonstop for however many days. And those days I set aside completely for that costume, and I can finish it fairly quickly in a few days. So Ashe, it's Tuesday. I started on it on Friday evening, and it's about 75% done, and I think I can bust out the rest of it today. So let's see. So we have the jacket, and this thing was definitely very interesting to pattern. I altered a pattern that I liked, that had like the lines that I liked, like the really nice lines, and then I decided to actually widen the bottom a bit so that it would sort of offset the puffy sleeves, because in the in-game art I felt like her with the cape and with the big sleeves, she's a little off balance, and then she has a giant bow. So I wanted her to have a fuller skirt and fuller jacket so that it sort of, you know, has like a more balanced look. So, and that sometimes I feel like it's very important in costumes, is that these characters are, you know, made to be perfect basically, and you know, we have to make sure that we can translate the design into something that we like to wear, that will look good on us, that will flatter us. And let's see what else. I also have, oh, let me show you the cape. Hold on. So have the cape here. So it has like a little bit different red lining. So this red is a little different than this red, so that I wanted to not blend in completely. And it actually has a nice like brocade texture on it. So I really like using fabrics that have a texture and a pattern. And then this thing is really big, and it actually looks more like a flag. Like, it was more like sewing a flag than sewing a cape. But, you know, I used different materials for it, and the heart actually has like a somewhat of like a foam backing so that it would be nicer and smoother. And it's all nice and finished, so like on the inside you don't see any of the lines. So everything was, all the designs had to be sewn on, and everything has to be planned out. Like, you have to really just sit there and think about how you're going to make a costume and what to do first. Like, you have to really plan out your steps. So I planned out how to get all the designs on the front piece, and I also decided to use contrasting fabrics. So the top of the cape, this is actually the top, I'm holding it upside down. So the top of the cape is this really nice matte PVC, and the bottom of the cape is this really pretty like upholstery. It's like used for home decor. It's like this beautiful satin that has like these ray swirls on it that are just like these little plastic pellets that were, you know, put on here. So it's like I bought it like this, but then, you know, I had to make sure that it would sew through my machine fine and that it would look good with all the other materials. So that's the cape. And let's see, I have the wig. The wig is kind of fun. Started off with a Matilda from Arta. So it's the lace front, and I actually had this wig for a long time because when Arta came out with their Matilda wigs, I knew that I wanted to buy them in different colors, and so I bought literally like 4 or 5 or 6 of them in different colors, and I've actually used all of them. Like, I used the red one for Jessica Rabbit, I used another red one in a different shade for Phoenix. for Madame Hydra, for Emma Frost, the blonde one for Emma Frost, straightened it, and a purple one for Rarity before my hair purple now I can use my hair, and then this white one. I knew I wanted a white one, didn't know what for, and now it's like Ash wig already in my house. Have had it for like a year and a half. But I actually tinted it blue, so I don't know if you can see it. The wig is tinted blue now, so it fades from white to blue, because in the splash art, her hair is kind of like, it's tinted either like there's some pink in there, there's some blue in there, but then in the game, her hair is blue, and I'm like, but I really like the white, and so I'm like, I'm making it dual colored, so it's really pretty, I think. So I also installed a hair bump, so I made a hair bump just with foam and batting. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Can't really see it. So it's like I just made a shape, hand sewed it on, and then now I'm going to very carefully put the hair over it so that it will eventually have the really, you know, like the big curl that she has. And then I'm going to curl the wig and make sure it has the spirals. So that's my plan. That's what I'm doing right after this video, actually. I also made the bodice and the boot covers, and the gloves are finished, so it's like, it's really coming along. But I'm also really excited to say that my dear friend Svetlana, who's known as Kamui Cosplay, she is making the bow, and honestly, she's the reason I'm kicking ass on this costume, because she told me from a while ago that she needs to make props for an upcoming book of hers, a prop making book, and I was just gonna ask like for advice on how to make the ash bow, and she was like, well, I need to make a bow anyway for my book, so I'm gonna just make the bow and then, you know, use it in the book, and then you can also use it for your costume. And I just went just like that. So I feel really just giddy and very guilty that she's making this amazing prop for me, and I'm like, I'm promoting for her. I'll have to go buy this book now that she's doing so that you can make your own Heartseeker Ashe bow. But if you go to her Facebook, if you go to, you know, any of her pages, she'll have progress on the bow, and she'll have, you know, progress on all the other amazing props she's making. So definitely make sure to check out Kamui Cosplay and her amazing prop making skills. I will be wearing Ashe at Animecon in the Netherlands, which is, I'm like, where am I going again? That's right. So I'm going to the Netherlands, not this weekend, but next weekend for Animecon, and it's a wonderful convention. Super excited. I will be there with Kamui, and hopefully she will also be in a League of Legends costume. And then the Sunday of Animecon, after the convention, we both fly to Sweden to do Dreamhack, because we're both guests and judges for the Dreamhack cosplay competition on Monday, the 16th. So that's going to be really awesome. We will be wearing the League stuff there as well, so we look forward to seeing everyone and taking lots of group pictures together. Aside from that, I also have A-kon coming up, but I will not bring Ashe because I don't have the bow. The bow is right now in Germany with Kamui, and I don't want to wear Ashe without the bow. So, and also I kind of promised that I would wear it with her, Diana, because she's making Diana. So that's that. I don't know, I'm not editing this video, I'm just literally making a quick on-the-fly video, and just thank you guys so much for all the support. Make sure you watch Heroes of Cosplay tonight. I myself might or might not watch it because I'll be busy working on this. Maybe I can like take something to hand sew on the couch. I'm thinking about that. But yeah, thank you so much for all the wonderful comments you always leave, and the encouragement, and just for being amazing, wonderful people. And I hope to meet all of you at a convention soon as Heartseeker Ashe. Okay, bye guys! That's it! See ya!